I'm Beth, and this is my sister Sara. We're twins. We grew up here in Thief River. We went to high school here. We graduated from Thief River. Then we went to Northland and graduated from Northland with our LPNs. Then we went and got our RN and stayed in Thief River. We did the online nursing program at Bemidji, got our bachelor's, and we both went on and got our master's degrees in nursing, and we've chosen to stay in Thief River. We grew up here. We love this community. And we're raising our families here. I feel like everyone always asks, like, did you plan this for a long time? Like, did you know you were going to be nurses? And I feel like we did. Like, we started our path towards nursing in high school. So we both went to Northland and did our prerequisites for the nursing program. And then as soon as we graduated high school, we went straight into the LPN program at Northland here in Thief River. And we just went from there. We did everything together. After Northland, we went to Bemidji together online and got our bachelor's degrees. So, yeah, I guess we get compared a lot. So that's difficult sometimes, and no one can tell us apart. I mean, when we're together, you can tell us apart, but I feel like when we're apart, people have a harder time. So. And people feel bad when they call us the wrong names, but it happens every day, so yeah. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I feel like we started doing the same thing and like kind of grew together. Half of it is I think we're super competitive too. Like I thought about nurse practitioner school, and then she's like, I'm applying, and I'm like, well, if you're applying, I'm applying. And so, that competitiveness, and Sanford has, kind of been in our lives for a long time with being the only medical facility here. And so we both started there. She started well before me working in like patient access with Sanford, but we've always enjoyed our jobs there, and knew that staying here was our only option as far as we were concerned. I think the quality of healthcare at Sanford is great. We do have many providers. When I tell people how many providers work at Sanford, they're always blown away. We have lots of different specialties there that are there every day. We have dermatology and women's health and family practice, internal medicine. We have the walk-in clinic and a huge behavioral health center, and that's big for this town too. There isn't a lot in Minnesota even for mental health facilities, which is a big deal to have that care, and the huge amount of people that even work in that facility. And besides the stuff that we have here all the time, we have ENT and cardiology and urology and all those people that come to Thief River within the Sanford network. And I think that is super important, that people don't have to leave to get that sort of care.
Yeah, I agree. The healthcare here is great, and like I've said before, this community and knowing people helps, I feel like, in healthcare. People have a hard time opening up to their provider and asking questions, and I feel like living in this community that helps our healthcare greatly, because your provider knows your family, they know your kids, their grandkids, your grandparents, they've treated them, or you've seen this provider since you were a little kid and now you're an adult. And I feel like that really helps grow not only as a person, but in your healthcare, taking care of yourself, and that makes Sanford a great place. Our providers have been here, many of them, many years, since I was a little kid, and it's great to work there and be around these people that have known me since I was a child. I started at Sanford in patient access, so checking people in for appointments when I was 18 years old, and I've just grown since then. So I've kind of started at the bottom, and I worked my way up through school. I went from patient access to an LPN to an RN to now a nurse practitioner, and I'm seeing the same people I checked in for appointments, and I think that's amazing, and people know us, and I think that can really help, and helps have a conversation and open things up with people, and I just really feel like it's a well-rounded healthcare. I just really like being in this small town and having my family close. My sister lives 3 miles down the road. I'm on her way home from work, and she can stop over, and our families are really close. And I feel like that's just one great thing about living in this community together.
I wanted my kids to grow up like I did, in a more rural community, a smaller high school, have tons of sports still available to them, but that smaller community where people kind of know everyone was really important to me. You kind of know where your kids are all the time, what's to do in Thief River, their friends. Being a small community, a lot of times you know the parents and things that you might not in that bigger city aspect. My husband is not from Thief River, and he very much wanted to be here. We moved away for a short time, and he's like, I want to raise my kids in Thief River. You know, he likes the more rural things to do, and he just didn't have that growing up. We go out and like the fair, and I feel like 50 kids said hi to my son, and I might not know the kid, but I knew the parents, and it was like so humbling to say like, oh, they must go to school with him, and I didn't even know that, you know. So that was fun to see that.
Yeah, I think Thief River is a very safe place. I've never felt concerned here. I've never locked my cars. I shouldn't even say that, maybe, but you know, I don't worry when I leave my house. I don't worry about anything when I go to the store. It's just such a homey and community feeling that there's nothing to be concerned about here. I think that we're very safe, and our local law enforcement's amazing. We deal with them in healthcare, the good and bad times, and they're so friendly and available, and we can appreciate them and thank them all the time. But I definitely think that it's a safe place.
Yeah, and for the future, I see myself just growing in my position, advancing as much as possible. I also am super excited for my kids to also go to Thief River schools and hopefully graduate from there and raise their family here. I would love to see, I envision my grandkids playing in the home that I have now, and I hope that they stay around here. It's a great place to raise your kids and your grandchildren too.
Yeah, our kids are around the same age, so I think it will be really cool that they get to go to the same school together, walk in the hallways we walked in, and graduate, play sports here, all those fun things, and get to live in this exciting and amazing community